Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Jessica Nicole. I'm a self-published author. I write YA fantasy romance novels, and in today's video, this is Vlogmas Day 11, and I am going to be doing the Authortube Newbie tag. I saw Anna New do this tag, and so I just decided to go ahead and do it for Vlogmas. Why not? Because I am still new to Authortube. I've been making videos for a little while, but I want to start making them more consistently, and I thought this would be a good video to do so that you guys could get to know me a little bit better. Okay, so question number one, how did you find out about Authortube? I'm pretty sure it was just randomly. I think I was looking for like a review of a book I wanted to read, and I saw someone kind of talking about it, and I'm pretty sure the first Authortuber I ever watched was Lizelle Sandberry. So I subscribed to her, subscribed to Kate Kavanaugh, and you know, it just spiraled from there. And I'm happy, so happy that I found it, so happy that I'm here. I didn't know this was a thing, and now I'm just so excited about it. Okay, second question, what genre do you write? I write fantasy romance, and all subgenres of that. So urban fantasy romance, historical fantasy romance, contemporary fantasy romance, dark fantasy romance, paranormal, just all subgenres of that, sweet, just all subgenres of that, and that's mostly what I read as well. I think that's why it's what I write, because it's what I was attracted to when I started like really getting into reading. Okay, what is your preferred tense, point of view, and category of story? My preferred tense is past tense. Again, I think it's just because when I really got into reading, the books that I read were all in past tense, and so I just got used to stories being told to me that way. And so when I started telling stories, I started telling them that way. And I love writing in first person point of view because I feel like it's more personal. I feel like you kind of feel like you get to know the character better that way as a reader, and so that's the experience I want to create for my readers, so that's what I do. And then category, I write young adult to new adult, because I feel like I write a lot based off emotion. I rely kind of heavily on emotion in my stories, especially I write romance, so I feel like your emotions are never higher than when you're like a young adult, new adult, so that's why. And it's a sort of a period in life that's all about change and growth and self-discovery, and so it just fits. It fits with like the types of stories that I want to tell. Next question, are you a plotter or a pantser? I am definitely a pantser. I have tried plotting, but I always end up just going off the rails and letting the story take me where it wants to go, because the story is a living, breathing thing. And yeah, I'm a pantser. I will give myself like a little brief outline, like kind of a roadmap of where to go, and it's okay if I stray from that roadmap. But yeah, definitely a pantser. And I don't think I could ever be a plotter. Like, props to people that can sit there and plot their whole novel and they follow it. I just can't. And I like, I call it being a discovery writer. That's just how I like doing it. It feels more creative and artistic to me that way. So that's how I do it. Self-published or traditionally published? I am self-published. No, I'm not opposed to being traditionally published. I just am impatient, and I I didn't want to like wait for someone to give me permission to live my dream of like seeing my book done and complete and in the hands of people. So I have no qualms about being traditionally published, but I do like the freedom of being self-published. I get to like just make all the decisions myself, and the control freak in me loves that. But am I opposed to being traditionally published someday if that opportunity comes around and it's all the right, everything aligns right and it's all the right terms and everything? No, I would do that. But like if I'm not traditionally published, I don't feel like I'm not like a real author. Like I was an author when I put, you know, when I typed chapter 1. So yeah, self-published, and I like being self-published. Yeah, next question. What videos can you guys expect from me? Lots of writing vlogs. I am a reader. I'm getting back into reading, so reading vlogs and videos related to that. I want to like weave TBRs and book wrap-ups and like cover reveals and things like that into vlogs. So it'll be vlog style videos with all that expected author content, like cover reveals and like character profiles and things like that woven into the vlogs. But I also want to do new unexpected things and let you guys see behind the scenes of what's going on, maybe like dressing like my character for a day, things like that, cooking recipes from a book, things like that, and have it be vlog style and relaxed. So I just kind of want this to be like kind of a behind the scenes look at my process. Like, you guys will get to see the finished product in the book itself, but I want you to see like what it took to get there, pretty much. When did you start writing? I've been writing, I don't even know, like since I was a kid. I've always had a notebook and pen with me. People have always brought me like pens and journals and notebooks for my birthdays and Christmas. I used to take them to school, to church, like everywhere. And I actually started out writing songs, and then it like evolved into stories. I didn't start like seriously trying to write a story until I was like in 6th grade, so junior high, like 11, 12 years old. But yeah, I've been writing for a long time. I'm 30 now, so I've been writing a long time. The best story you've ever written. The best story that I've ever written is always the last story that I finished. I always want to grow and get better. So the last story that I finished is actually the first story that I self-published after going through like my writing metamorphosis. So Sparks and Shadows right now is the best story I've ever written. But when I finish Moonshot, that will be the best story I've ever written. And then the next story I write will be the best story I've ever written, because I always want to grow and get better. Next question is, what authors inspire you? I don't really have like favorite authors or whatever. I will read anything that kind of piques my interest. And if I do read something from an author that I really love, then they kind of become an author that I watch and I'm inspired by. But I love Hannah Witten. I read For the Wolf, and I can't wait to read For the Throne. I read the synopsis for her new book that's coming out next year, and it seems like something I'm interested in as well. I also read Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin Byron, and I have her other 2 books right here that I am excited to read. So those are 2 authors that I'm interested in at the moment. I also am enjoying Tessania Odette's Entangled with Fae series, so I have her Fair Isle trilogy that I want to read. I also enjoyed Lizelle Sandberry's debut duology, Blood Like Magic, the Blood Like Magic duology. I read Blood Like Magic and Blood Like Fate, so I love her. I love Erin A. Craig, Holly Black, authors like that. So yeah, those are authors that inspire me, authors that write in my genre and do it well, basically. Do you schedule your writing? Not really. I like to kind of like sit down when I have time. I just make it a point to write every day and have a word count goal for every day, and I just make it a point to hit that goal and to sit down and really focus in so that those words are quality words. So right now with my job, it's not really feasible for me to have a writing schedule, but I mostly write in the afternoons nowadays. Hopefully one day in the not so distant future, I will be able to live by my pen and just be a full-time author, and I can write, I can have a writing schedule, but for now I do not. Where do you write? I write at my desk over here. I actually love my setup, and this is where I write. I write on my laptop. I just use an HP laptop, and I love HP laptops, so that is where I write. And the last question is, what do you look forward to most? I just look forward to sharing my journey with you guys. I look forward to connecting with you guys and making friends in this community and discovering new books to read, new authors to follow, just having fun and being brave, and that's what I look forward to most. So I hope you guys are excited, and that's going to conclude this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you in my next one.